sewn on my
Sequins.
chest.
Sequins, did you hear that?
I have sequins.
What is it like taking a new comedy show on tour? Well, if you pull Mecurio, it's pretty easy, I would think.
Yeah, well, wait until you hear about the production that goes into his incredibly amazing and talented show, Permission to Speak. And you can actually see it March 9th in our area. Paul's going to be chatting with us now, a little longer this morning. We have a little bit more time.
Oh, good.
We just love having you.
Great.
Where
to
are
see
you
you.
going to be here? So
I'm
we
going to
can
be
come
at
see
the
you?
United Theater in Westerly, Rhode Island, just over the line.
Oh, okay,
and people
great.
can go to unitedtheater.org for tickets.
Yeah.
And I'm from Rhode Island. So,
Providence.
Yeah, from Providence,
you're
yeah.
coming
So I get to
home.
see all my relatives.
My mother goes, where are you going, Provincetown? I'm like, no, Mom, I'm going to Provincetown. And Providence, it's two completely different
yes,
cities.
Provincetown is Provincetown. Providence is like a lot of Italians.
But she
like,
says Provincetown.
Exactly.
She's combining both.
Right, and a
which I
lot of
love.
it, there's a lot. It's like, oh, it's a lot of Italians. Like I am 100% Italian, so there's that whole thing. You're like, hey, how you doing? And people always call me Paulie. Like that's my name when I go
Yeah.
Paulie. But I got friends who aren't like Italian that go to me, and like this, I got a friend. His name's George. He's Chinese. He goes to me every time he sees me. He's like, hey, Paulie, how you doing? Hey, Paulie. Yeah, like I'm Joe Pesci in Goodfellas. Okay, I don't talk that way. But you know, I've got the Italian relatives. I got
Right.
my cousin Nicky, who like, you know, he runs a couple of numbers and he sells stuff out of the trunk of his car. I had dinner with him the other night, and after dinner, I'm in a parking lot. His trunk is open, and he's trying to sell me suits, ratchets, and car alarms. I swear, car alarms that he stole out of other people's cars.
Oh, jeez.
And my wife is a WASP, a white Anglo-Saxon Protestant. Her maiden name is Potter, okay? So there's no, so she came to an all-Italian Sunday afternoon dinner with the relatives and the thing and the whatever. And you know, we talk differently. Like, it's like, pass the meatballs. What did you mean by that?
Exactly.
I never loved you, you know? And so it was our first time I exposed her to the family. We're leaving. And I said, what'd you think? She goes, oh, everybody was really nice. She goes, well, let me ask you something. Why was everybody yelling at each other?
Exactly. Welcome to my life. Yeah.
And I'm like, they were. She goes, that's how they normally talk? I'm like, yeah, that's how we talk.
My favorite movie is Married to the Mob, where Angela goes, Tony, everything we own fell off a truck.
That's a great scene.
Oh my God!
It's perfect.
Oh my gosh.
And I think you showed a clip earlier, but like I embrace the stereotypes. People want to pretend like because everything's so politically correct, like everybody's the same, but we're not. Like I don't want to be the same as my wife, and vice versa. Like I'm insane. Okay, she's calm and she's together, right, Carol?
Right, Carol?
Yeah. And I'm like, we have this argument like 3 times a month. If you're watching, if you're in a relationship. Because I can't, like, I'm moving on. I do a thing and I'm moving on. I get it from my mother. And so I'm in the refrigerator with the door open, and she's in the living room. I'm like, Carol, where are the pickles? She's like, they're in the refrigerator. I'm like, I don't see them. She goes, they're on the shelf. I go, I know, pickles go on the shelf. Where? And then this is the line. This is the line where she says it, and you think, divorce. I don't see them. Are you looking? Right?
Are you looking?
There's that thing, right? And then this next line, you need a team of psychiatrists to decipher this next line. Yeah, I'm looking. Are you looking or just looking? You never look for things. You're like a child. You have to look. All right, I don't see them. She goes, exactly, because you forgot to buy pickles on the way home last night.
Oh, God, it
So it really works well, though. And so the Permission to Speak show is about people telling stories from their lives.
And it's a huge production. You know, this isn't just a stand-up comedy situation with the mic, you were saying.
Yeah, we have, hang on a second. I just forgot I just brought my friend out here. Hang on. This is Phyllis, everybody. I want to see how good you are as host if you can focus on me and not look at that.
I'm not looking at that duck.
Got it.
But if I had a nickel for every time somebody said that to me.
Exactly. I am not.
Hey, look at me.
I'm
Eyes
looking-
up here, buddy.
eyes up here.
Eyes up here.
God.
So, I don't know. I've lost my mind.
You're working with Yoda,
Frank Oz is
right?
Frank Oz is no duck. The duck is only you have to pay that duck scale. Frank Oz is my director who did is original Yoda and also created the Muppets with Jim Henson and did all these amazing movies. And my set is designed by the set designer for The Late Show, Stephen Colbert. And we were doing projection animation in the show, done by J.J. Settlemeyer, who did Beavis and Butthead and Strictly and SNL TV Funhouse. And the premise of the show is we're disconnected and nameless and faceless, but if we share stories, we get connected because we realize we have more in common than we think, and we don't have to be at each other's throat. And I know we have a clip.
Give yourself a plug one more time. Where are you going to be?
Going to be at the United Theater in Westerly, Rhode Island, unitedtheater.org. And please come and buy tickets. My son needs shoes.
Okay. Marcy, that's a very hard act to follow,
Yeah,
but we know you can do it.
Thank you, Paul. Thanks for coming.
Love you.